Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I am the community manager. With me as always is FHM producer Jeff, who is currently pictured on... No, he's not. He's not pictured on your screen at all. It's getting out of hand.
That's because you're running this broadcast, Adam. That's how that worked. I'm not on camera when it's your turn.
Yes, but you are still
Hello,
joining us by...
You don't have to follow whatever the trend.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's glad to hear that. Just come out in the background as ads start up. So we are currently playing in the 2017-2018 season. We are the Florida Panthers. We are GM Pavel Bure / head coach. And we've been getting our butts kicked up and down. I think that's a pretty good way of saying that, huh, Jeff? We're 9-15.
Well, to be fair, we're pretty much exactly on track with how the real Panthers are doing this season. I think we're actually slightly ahead of them.
Yes.
Winning percentage-wise.
Yeah. As you
and we should say off the start here, one thing that that we are playing playing a beta build right now. This is version 4452, which is a little bit farther ahead than what we've released so far. And we've got at least one new thing to show you in here.
Well, I'll click on standings
in case
right
this
now.
crashes, that's our disclaimer for it, that it may be unstable.
Yes.
But it's been pretty good so far.
So I'm going to click standings here, and you can see the whole new thing. We are the Florida Panthers, which I think is the only
in all caps. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are.
You are good. Yep. It's your own. The team that you're running will be highlighted in the standings and leaders and various other places. Now it just makes it a little easier to pick out where you are.
Yes. So you can.
And do you want to show the big new feature?
Which one's that?
That'd be the player comparison.
Oh, player comparison. Jeff, how do I do this?
Oh wow, your Florida Panthers font is way bigger than
I told you.
What I'm getting. That's odd. No, I've got it in like all caps, but I know for some reason it's bold. It's like a bigger font size than yours. That's weird.
Because I'm special.
That is strange. Check that out.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll.
It shouldn't be doing that. It should be like the normal uppercase letters for that font.
Okay. Well, how do I do player comparison?
Sorry.
I'm back on my main screen.
Okay, back to the. Let's take over the roster screen.
Rosters. All right.
And right-click on any of the players.
So let's right-click on Roberto Luongo.
And you will see, I think, the second option down, and you can compare him with somebody.
All right, so let's compare him with goalie James Reimer. And we can see it has pulled up. And Roberto Luongo is pictured. And James Reimer is not, but we can still see kind of exactly how their stats line up. 3.5 stars compared to 2.
Yeah, so if you've got two guys you're looking at, you can compare them at a glance now.
Yes. And so we can see they're actually not too different. I mean, Reimer's a little bit lower on some stuff, but he's younger. And hasn't been through as much heartache probably as Roberto Luongo.
Not quite. Well, I did play for the Leafs, so it's got to take its toll.
Exactly. So, all right. So you're going to see anything. So, I keep speaking. So you can actually switch from the screen to different players as well. So if I want to pull up John Tavares for some reason and compare him to James Reimer, well, James Reimer has a 1 in screening. That's pretty bad. And a 1 in getting open.
Considering he's a goalie, he shouldn't have anything other than ones and those.
And fighting is 1. Interesting. Does this mean if I look at the 1997 Patrick Waugh, I'd see his fighting at a 6?
No, he won't have any. It'll be 1 for him too, because fighting isn't a goalie rating.
Well,
some of the defensive category or the physical category and offensive and defensive stats are all non-goalie ratings, so they're all set to 1.
All right, good to know. So I'll just put up a little look between John Tavares and Alexander Barkov. And you can see Barkov's actually pretty good for all things considered, as an offensive forward. Comparing him to John Tavares, who we tried to get, but were unsuccessful.
Yeah, well, we can. If he makes it to free agency in the offseason, we can make another try.
Absolutely. I also did one other change since the last time. I made a trade offer for a player, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Depends on how they come back. We're gonna click play game. We're just gonna sim through this game. Luongo's on. He's got 4 fires, so he's playing pretty hot. We're just gonna sim right through it, and we lost.
Yeah, he's off to a great start. He's got a 930 save percentage.
Yep, but we lost 3-1 because, well, of course we did. We give up 3 goals in the first period and score in the second period, and that's it. Seems about right for us.
And you've actually started Luongo in 25 out of 26 games now, so you may want to give him a break at some point.
No, never. He is going to play all 81 now. Actually, it was a back-to-back game, so we definitely should have started the other guy. But Mark Prisk is back, and we'll see about maybe getting him into the lineup. But it's not really a huge push, because, I mean, he... Oh, wait, he already was in the lineup. Okay, never mind then.
Yep, he was playing hurt.
Petrovic is back, so that means we can take Uyghur out.
Yeah.
Uyghur. Gotta love when the name's right in front of you and you just... Okay, I want to put Petrovic in. See, this is the problem. There we go. So I'm just going to let my lines redo here. And reset a few minutes. And alright. So you're saying I should consider starting a backup goalie. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, give Luongo a little bit of a break. I mean, they pretty much split time last year.
Alright, so Marek Hrivic.
And it's not like Luongo's getting us into the playoffs.
It's on waivers, nobody really that important. Scouting list. Okay, we've scouting a ton of goalies, which is good. We actually, if you remember, we kind of bulked up on some scouts last time and added some more guys to...
Yeah.
Although we have... Oh, that's interesting. I thought that was done. Some double scout reports are back.
No, getting 2 reports from the same scout on the same guy.
Yeah.
I think they got rid of some of those. I'm not sure why there's still a few that are showing up like that, though. So we're going to have to... I think it's still on the list of stuff to be looked at.
All right, so we're going to put James Reimer in for this game versus the Islanders. We'll sim right through it, and we lose because he gives up 3 goals, and we like losing games 3-1, apparently. This time, though, it was only 2-1 to start the first period. And they scored in the second to make it.
And Gudo was making fun of your pronunciation again.
I
It's
can't
Mark
say
Pissick,
it.
not
Wait, Prisk?
Pissick.
Oh, Pissick. Okay, I've heard that. Okay, so I made a trade proposal with Carolina, and they have accepted. So, Jeff, I want your opinion. Chat, I want your opinion. I made a trade to try and get Jake Bean from Carolina. The rights to Jake Bean. We'd give up Alex Petrovic, a 5th-round draft pick in 2018, a 3rd-round draft pick in 2020, and the rights to 19-year-old defenseman Riley Stillman, who is a 1-star talent, 2-star potential captain of the Oshawa Generals. How do you feel about that trade?
It's a ton to give up, but I mean, we're obviously not going to win this season, so
yeah,
that gives us a decent defenseman to play opposite Ekblad in a couple of years.
Possibly.
Because Yandel is sort of going downhill at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I might be rushing it a bit next year, but we see we've got Matheson developing. You can put him opposite, and Yandel's probably got a couple of years left in him yet, but well, not that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that contract. Well, Yandel's on 6 years for $6.3 million, so we're
So
gonna
you're
have to
saying we
dispose of him
should?
at some point.
So we'll complete this trade then.
I would say completed. Yep.
All right, we will complete this trade, and we have picked up Jake Bean. Unfortunately, he is in the WHL, so we can't play him right now. But that's good. He can just keep getting better there. Another thing we should do, because we haven't done it yet, is look at our upcoming free agents. And we can see somebody like Thomas Yurko is a free agent, currently being paid $800,000. What does he want? He wants 3 years at 1.2. That seems like a lot. So maybe we qualify him at the end of the year right now, unless he picks up his pace.
Well, I mean, he's still got he's 1.5 stars right now and 2.5 star potential. So I'd say I think it's one. What was it? 1.2
He wants 1.2
for 3 years. I'd say that's reasonable. He's going to be a decent player in a couple of years, so
All right.
that'll we'll get 2, maybe 3 years of good value out of him for on a cheap contract.
Okay, what does Vibrato want? 36-year-old.
Whatever he wants is probably too much.
$5.66 million for 1 year. He's currently making 2.5.
Yeah, he's
not a chance.
He's dreaming.
Not a chance. We also have the young former Vancouver Canuck Hunter every time.
Shinkaruk.
Thank you, Shinkaruk. 13 games played, 2 assists. What does he want? Renew the contract. He wants only $970,000 for 3 years. I think we can do that. But let's actually put him on a 2-way contract and offer him $69,000 to be in the minors. As for response, and he wants a higher minor league salary. All right.
Not a big deal.
Try 75.
Take him up. Maybe a little higher than that.
I'll try 75. See what he says. Ask for response, and he's okay with that. So we also have Jared McCain, 3 points in 27 games. Not exactly lighting it up, but we need somebody. So renew his contract. He wants $1.4 million. I'm not sure I want to offer him
See
that.
if you can take him down a little bit from there. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a qualifying offer. Maybe we should just relax on that right now. Thoughts? I mean, that's a lot of money.
I think
Let's
a
see.
lot of money. It's
Let's
still
leave it and
relatively
see.
cheap.
Let's leave it and see how he develops. Rest of the year, 1.4
Yeah, see if
million.
maybe he comes down a little bit later in the season.
Yeah, I don't really see
Try it again
anybody
at
else
Christmas.
kind of
Or
jumping
no,
off.
we're almost at Christmas. Like try it. Trading
Jumping off the
deadline-ish.
But now you have me aggravated at this Keith Yandel deal, so I'm gonna just put him up, shop him around right now, and see what we could get. Get advance a day, but then I'm gonna shop him around. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just looking through I'm seeing some fairly decent offers for him,
Okay.
and some pretty bad ones.
Gustav Olofsson, the Minnesota Wild, 1.5 star talent, 2-star potential defenseman, right D lefty, is on waivers. We don't have a lot of defensive depth.
And yeah, that kind of fills the gap while after moving Petrovich.
Yeah, so we'll put a claim on him. And right now, okay, so let's just trade block or shop Keith Yandel and see what we get. So we got a bunch of offers here. And Vegas has offered us Clayton Stoner and a 6th-round pick. I don't really think we're going to do that. Okay, Montreal offers Jacob De La Rosa and a 6th-round pick. I don't really think that's that great. Toronto offers Connor Carrick and a 6th-round pick. Detroit offers Riley Sheehan because he is still with Detroit at this point, and a 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
Dallas is Curtis McKenzie and a 6th-round pick. Pittsburgh's willing to send us Ryan Reeves and a 6th-round pick. Buffalo's willing to offer Johan Larsson and a 6th-rounder.
Yeah, I think I got slightly better offers in my game. I got a 4th-rounder and John Marchessault from Vegas. That was probably the best one.
Okay, so this one's not terrible. It's Casey Zizekas and a 5th-rounder. I'm just actually going to go here
That's not bad.
Reject some of these trades. Because we're not doing any of these right now. Let's see. Buffalo, right. New Jersey offers Ben Lovejoy in a 6th-round pick. Nope. Edmonton offers Drake Caligula and a 6th-round pick. Nope. Colorado offers 27-year-old Mark Barbaro.
Yeah, I got that one. That was one of the offers I had too, but not really anything we'd want to do.
Minnesota offers Mike Riley in a 6th-round pick. No. So we have one trade left to look at. Tampa Bay offers J.T. Brown in a 6th-rounder. Okay, I'm going to say we're going to hold on to Yandel for right now.
Yeah, nothing really great. You may have a little better luck once you're getting closer to the trading deadline.
Yep. And Ratcast is now watching, so hello, Ratcast. Thanks for coming. We did, in fact, get...
Did you change the header for this?
Yeah.
I'm still showing Australia Baseball League Brisbane Bandits.
That's because you loaded it late. But yes. So
before it... Okay, yeah.
We did get Gustav Olofsson, so there we go. We got a little bit of defenseman depth. He wants number 23, but it's already gone to Connor Brinkley. So he's going to get number 24, and hopefully he's okay with it, and he is. All right, day-to-day hamstring. So that just adds a little bit more good defensive depth for us. So maybe I should send Uyghur back down right now. Thoughts?
How many defensemen are you carrying right now? 8 or 7?
We have 9 right now.
Oh yeah, that's definitely send Uyghur down then.
We have one guy hurt, but he's still.
Yeah, that's fine. Even then,
Gotta send Uyghur
Uyghur can go down. He's gonna have to clear waivers, but
he's 1.5 star. There's lots of those guys.
The other option is to send McCaution down because he's not waiver eligible.
Now we're going to keep him up. Okay, I'm going to give Reimer this game against Winnipeg. Oops. I totally forgot about that. We actually had 8 defensemen because I forgot we traded one of them away. So Olofsson jumps right into the lineup. Which makes us look even smarter for picking him up. We're just going to actually leave those defenseman ice times and play. Again, we'll put Reimer in the net for this game versus Winnipeg. Sum it out, and we lose 4-3. So, not great, but not terrible again. Shifley has 3 assists. Huberdeau had all 3 goals for us, which is good. He finally got some goals.
Yep.
Brings him up to 5 on the year.
Jets are actually doing pretty good in real life right now, eh? You guys,
they are.
What, 9 or 10 games with at least a point in all of them?
Yeah, they are cruising right along.
And the Canucks, surprisingly enough, still well above 500.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
Yeah. Well, all they're going to do is screw up their draft pick. But I'm sure it'll fall apart by, let's say, Christmas.
Yeah, that usually happens. But Jets are playing well right now, so. Ooh. Capitals lose Nick Backstrom due to a radio nerve elbow compression. Out 4 months. And it looks like we're getting close to having Mark Borowitke back. Game versus Colorado here. Again, we're just going to sim right through it because this is how the year is going. And we win. We win 4-1. Take that, Jonathan Bernier.
Just Colorado.
Hey, we'll take what we can get. They're 7-21 and we're 10-18-1. You got to beat the teams you got to beat. All right, solid win for us. All right, then.
That's great, Radcast. Dr. Hook McCracken dropped the puck in Worcester Sunday. I've seen the old slap shot guys.
Yeah, well, he was tweeting some pictures, I believe, in there. I think it was one of them was wearing the jerseys from the Chiefs jerseys, basically, but with their name on it. Can't remember. Ratcast, if you know what I'm talking about, post that in the chat. All right. So
one of the teams had the.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting some guys back. Barkov is almost 100%. Borowitke is almost 100%. I'm going to leave them out until they are fully healthy with the way how this year is going. We play against Detroit. You know what? We're going to put Reimer in again. Sim the game, and we lose 2-1 because we lost 2-1 to them last time, so why not lose 2-1 again? Matheson scores. The Railers. Yeah, Railers were wearing the Chiefs jerseys.
Yeah.
And Mark Borowitke's back, which means... Oh, man,
I'm disappointed. Nobody's found the minor league storyline I put in from Slapshot yet.
Could be. Alright, so let's get Makoshin out of there and we'll put Borowitke back in. We'll just play this game against Chicago. And we lose because of course we do. We only get 13 shots on net. That's not very good. But the good news is we stopped Jonathan Toews' point streak at 16 games.
We still we were testing Atlantic. Is Buffalo past us yet?
Good question. Okay, Barkov is back. Buffalo is we're tied with Buffalo, and Philly's just ahead of us by 1 point. So we'll take one.
No, we're solidly in lottery pick territory.
Very much so. Okay, so Blue Jays get Nick Holden for John Ramage. All right. Oh, man. The Islanders beat Dallas 11-0.
Wow.
That is a... Whew. Dahan, Ladd,
there?
Bailey, Tavares, Kuhlman, Palmieri, Tavares, Zikas, and Lee score. John Tavares had 3 goals and 1 assist for 4 points in 23 minutes and 33 seconds of ice time. Ouch. Alright, and we got... Oops. Didn't mean to hit... We have Barkov back, so we can get... who's coming out of the lineup? Haley again, I would say. Probably the best bet. Yeah, Haley's coming out for Barkov. So we'll let our lines redo a bit. Although right now I'm thinking we should maybe consider changing tactics if we're getting this badly outshot. Thoughts?
Usually not a good idea in mid-season, but it's not like we're going to the playoffs anyhow. I think the biggest problem is our defense is terrible. we're going to give up a lot of shots regardless of what tactic we have. So I'm not sure that's going to make
And
much of a difference.
we lose to Colorado. So if our defense is bad, should we make it a counterattack? Go to counterattack defense?
We don't really have the puck movers to do that.
Fair enough. So we're 10, 21, and 1 for 21 points, which means we should be last in the NHL at this point, I believe. Kuda Creator says, go trade for some demon. Lightning
No,
are
we did.
threatening
The
to
problem
fire.
is he's not going to be ready for a couple of years.
Yeah. Steve Yzerman's job's in jeopardy. And John Cooper's job's in jeopardy. Shocker. Oh, right, standings. That's what I was going to look at. We will go to league standings. And actually, Colorado is... Right, Buffalo was the ones. Colorado only has 18 points in Vegas. Unlike their real-life counterparts, is a lot worse. They're sitting at 6-25 on the season, with a minus 65 goal differential. So we'll see. Vegas kind of came back to earth with their last. They were what 1-4-1 on the road.
Yeah, I mean it's inevitable. Every goalie they have gets hurt.
Well, I just saw Marc-Andre Fleury started practicing.
Yeah, Fleury's. Yeah, ready to come back soon.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna shop Keith Yandel again, see what happens. All right. Torrey Mitchell and a 5th round pick. No. Still want Connor Carrick. Detroit now offers Xavier Ouellette at a 6th rounder. Pittsburgh wants to send us Thomas Kunako on a 6th rounder. Reject. Benoit Pouliot. Antoine Rousseau. Alright, Steven Nosen and a 6th rounder. No, reject. Matt Benning. No, and a 6th round pick from Edmonton.
Yeah. I mean, basically, they realize you're just trying to dump salary, so that's why you're not getting very good offers for Yandel because of that big contract he has.
It's true. The Islanders offer us Jason Chimera. Let's see. Okay. Vegas is now offering us Nate Smith and a 5th round pick. Which isn't terrible.
I think you might do better with Yandel just packaging him into something at the trading deadline.
All right.
Somebody's going to, I mean, he's useful to somebody who's going on a playoff run.
Oh, man, we lost to Vegas. And we only had 15 shots on net. Okay, I'm changing our offensive tactic. This is not working. Ratcast says, is this one of the challenges to get the 1st round picks next season? Well, everybody gets a 1st round pick. I think he means 1st overall.
Yeah.
We're not trying. It's just not easy. Alright, so our current tactic has been cycling. I feel like we need to be shooting more.
You know, it would help if we had somebody who could actually shoot, but...
Wow, we got to get more shots on net.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do shoot the puck, but I'm thinking like... Would flexible triangle? Oh wait, no, that's pass more still. Okay, what if we went to stay in your lanes?
Kind of old school, but
Yet, might make sense for us.
yeah, I mean, for the team that's doesn't exactly have a ton of roster depth right now, might be best to keep it simple.
Yeah. All right, I'm also going to leave their times as it is. We'll just continue here. And Ronnie Sauce in the chat says, who's going to win the Norris and why is it Ivan Provorov? Optimistic. It's way too early to start talking about who's the best. There's so much time left.
Yeah, still early.
I don't even know if I would have any favorites at this point, to be honest. Okay, we give up 49 shots, and we get 20 against, and we lose still, of course, 2-1 because
It's going to take a while because we're adjusting to a new tactic.
Well, offensive, not defensive. We shouldn't be giving up 49 shots. Yeah. But who should win the Norris this year?
No, we shouldn't be giving up 49 shots. We got a bunch of 1.5 star and 2-star defensemen.
What are you trying to say, Jeff?
That may have something.
Are you saying we should
basically
trade for
our third and fourth lines is pretty much nothing but 1.5 star guys. So we're just trying to get guys to develop at this point.
Well, if we could find like a cheap number 3 defenseman who's 2.5 stars, I'd be okay with that. But I don't know who to go after.
Oh, we've got one. It's Yandel, but he just costs a fortune. And I know it's maybe something we should do in free agency in the off season, assuming we don't completely fall apart and get fired before that.
Game versus Minnesota. We'll give Reimer this game again. And we lose, but we only gave up 18 shots. And we got 24 shots on them, so we lose 3-2. So that's not terrible, and we just lost Keith Yandel for 7 weeks.
Oh, well, okay, we're not going to be trading him for a little while then.
So we send him to the injury report. All right then. Is there anybody in free agency? I don't think there's hardly anybody in free agency right now, even who we could sign as a...
No, at this point in the season, there's going to be...
Take a quick peek, and the first name that comes up is...
Boyd Gordon's probably the high end there. Yeah, and he's half a star, so...
Right. And... Our 1 star, Shane O'Brien. Alright, so I guess Makoshin comes back into the lineup. And boy, we are looking a little thin. I'm just trying to think. And we lose in overtime, 3-2. Huberdeau scores the first goal. We were actually up 2-0 and then gave up 2 goals in less than 30 seconds on the third period for them to tie it up. Because, of course, we did. Ronnie Sauce in the chat, hot take, Ivan Provorov is greater than Erik Karlsson.
That may be a little optimistic.
Right now, I'd say Provorov does have a lot of skill, but... Okay, just going to look here. Front office, upcoming free agents. Just give me defensemen. Karlsson, Trouba, Chara, Jack Johnson, Matt Dumba, Brady's... No, how do you say that name? This is from FHM3 too.
Shea.
Brady Shea.
Shea. Yep.
3.5 star. Mike Green, Dan Hamhuis, Luke Shen. Noah Hannafin. Okay, just show me current abilities. Who's like a 2.5-star guy who we might possibly somehow squeak out and get? What if we tried to get Eric Gabranson? Just bring her full circle.
Bring him back. Yeah.
What does Vancouver need? Let's ask. They need a defenseman. Well, that's not going to work then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Calvin DeHaan is with the Islanders. What do the Islanders need? A center. Okay. Okay. Who do we have who they might be interested in? Derek McKenzie. No. Jace Howerlook, and this is a bounced offer. So what if we just try and sweeten the pot a little bit with like Karch Backman? Or yeah, I think he's gonna make the most amount of sense. Or if I get Matt Buckles. Okay, I'm just going to offer Jace Howerluck and the rights to Patrick Shea for Calvin DeHaan. Probably won't get him, but give up a little, get something back who can help us. And DeHaan would actually look pretty good on their defense next year.
Yep, and hopefully we get a little more development for some of the younger guys, and they'll be at least not 49 shots a game next year.
Yep. All right, so it is Christmas Day. We are on, and why did Winnipeg do that? Winnipeg just traded Connor Hellebuck to Columbus.
Chat question: if a team is really balanced with a lot of good players, will the points be more spread out? Really depends on your, tactics for one, but playing time in particular. So if you're spreading the playing time relatively evenly, that's obviously going to take out your top guys won't be getting quite as many points.
Winnipeg traded Connor Hellebuck to Columbus for Andre Benoit and the rights to Peter Thome.
Adam, you still there?
Jeff, I can hear you, Jeff, and I can't.
Adam?
Jeff, I can see you. Why is it? Hello. Yeah, you guys can hear me, and I can hear Jeff. So what's going on? Disconnected? Jeff.
Yeah. Yep, I'm there. What? Did you get disconnected or did I?
I could see you talking, but I couldn't see mine talking on Discord, so I'm not really sure.
Did we lose the broadcast? Or?
No, everything's fine as far as I can see. Never saw anything drop.
Oh, that's weird.
Did you see this horrible trade? Cuda Creator says, Columbus has stolen your thunder. That's one word for it.
Well, so Winnipeg decided to go with Mason in goal.
Yeah. But wow, they got nothing for him.
It looks Hellebuck was having a terrible season too. He's sub 900 save percentage.
Much like how he was doing last year. But he looks a lot better this year in real life. All right. And we are on to December 27th, and we get a reaction from the Islanders who say, no way. But it's close to being all right. So what if I just throw on a draft pick again? Or throw on the rights to somebody?
Yeah, you can try.
What if I just throw in my 7th round draft pick this year? Nope. Okay, how about my 6th rounder next year? No, 5th rounder next year. Okay, if I offer my 5th rounder next year, is that worth Calvin DeHaan?
I'd say so, yeah.
I just tried to see if I could remove Howard, but does not appear I can. So I need to get him back. I wonder if I can take... Well, this guy's not even worth anything. He's 1.5 stars. He's playing in college. Offer the trade. Game versus Philadelphia. Sim through it, and we win. We finally win another game. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
We win 4-1. We pile 39 shots on the net. Maybe we finally have a
so
tactic.
finally got some offense going.
Yeah, finally got a tactic that seems to click with our guys. And there's a slight bit of hope, although we're still probably in danger of having a lot of issues. Trade proposal. The Islanders say yes, they will make that trade.
Okay, good. Helps with our deal a little bit.
So we will complete this trade, and we're immediately going to try and re-sign Calvin DeHaan. He would like $3.49 million for 3 years. That seems very reasonable. Although I'm going to try and get him down just a hair.
How much cap space are we looking at now? I think we're still going. Yeah, we're way under.
So we'll offer, as for response, he wants a little more, meet the demand, and we'll hit him there. Okay, so 3.46 we have offered. Game versus Montreal here. Play this game, and... Oh, no, what do you do? Oh, jeez. Well, we won the game, so that's good news. We won 6-3. All right. We piled 45 shots on net. And I forgot to dress DeHaan for the game, so...
Well, now you're going to ruin the chemistry by throwing him in.
Well, I don't care. Or do we hold him out till we lose?
No, I think you can play him.
Okay, so let's put him in for Makoshin, I guess. Even though Makoshin just had some points today, but we take the wins we can get. Tippett had a great game. All right. And suddenly we have 26 points on the season.
Yeah.
And they're shined to
started to jeopardize our lottery pick, but
well, of course will happen. Players need to be signed a number. Calvin DeHaan wants number 44, which nobody else has, so good on him. It's his.
Welcome to it.
He signed his contract extension, which is great for us, and player poll results, since it is December 31st. Best skater is Connor McDavid. Hardest shot is Brent Burns. Smartest is Joe Pavelski. Toughest is Cody McLeod. Fastest is Connor McDavid. Best role model is Patrice Bergeron. Cleanest is Marcus Johansson. Toughest goalie to beat is Braden Holtby. And the coach you'd most like to play for is Mike Babcock, which I refuse to believe. What, you disagree with me?
Well, they're doing pretty good in the game.
Well, it seems like everyone's willing to play for Babcock until they play for him for any amount of length of time. And then they're kind of like, this is probably good enough here. We're probably pretty good. And we can see in the AHL Maxim Mam was unstoppable on the ice, and Leland Irving or name the stars. And Ovechkin is the standout of the month. Dougie Hamilton got hurt for 4 months. Jaromir Jagr in this game, right, he is with Calgary in this game, has reached 1,750 games played. And the only one to go down in stats was Roberto Luongo, and he fell to just 3 stars.
Okay, so we're gonna have to start thinking about the goalie situation at some point. I mean, we can probably get another good year or 2 out of Luongo, but
did we trade
got
for a
5
goalie?
years left in that contract.
I feel like we traded for a goalie.
We did already, or we?
Yeah, I feel like we... Okay, let's look at our depth chart here. Yeah, we... Okay, no, but we have Samuel Montembeault, who's coming up, which isn't a bad one. 3-star potential.
Yeah, so... Yeah, actually, by the time we've got him...
Maybe not.
Yeah, by the time Luongo's getting downhill, he should be developing. We should probably maybe look at using him as the backup next year.
Yeah, well, we can see what we can find, too. Maybe find somebody who's a good stopgap, or... You know, there's some guys out there.
Yep.
And Zed Wrench in the chat says, wow, this looks a lot different than FHM 3. Yes, there is quite a few changes if you haven't seen FHM 4.
Yep.
Some stuff looks a little familiar. Some stuff will be significant changes. And we can see here a board confidence update in which Vinny Viola thinks this has been a very disappointing season, but he is overall satisfied with our work. Just take a quick look at our owner confidence, and we're on rebuild, and we're still up in the green, so that's okay.
Yep, I think no matter how bad we get this year, we're not going to be getting fired, I hope. Let's not push our luck, but
you want to push
as long as we can
luck?
get into next season, get some of the... Yeah. We could try for that first overall.
See a
Try
bunch
and get
of...
Dolan.
There's some good guys in the top 5.
Yep.
Some players getting some new nationalities. And we got a game here versus Minnesota, so we're going to let Luongo ride it because he's been playing so well, and we lose... we lose 6-3. But we still got 25 shots on net. We went down 3-0 and kind of fought back at least. But give up 3 goals in the third period. And Roberto Luongo has reached 1,000 games played. And to make it even look more perfect, he had an .813 save percentage. Although there appears to be an issue right there in that stat line.
Say that again?
There's a little graphics error there. You'll see it on the screen.
Oh, and that, yeah, that's 1,000 games played. Yeah, okay, I think that's just double check the bug list. Yep, it's actually on there already. That's
okay.
One of the hard-coded messages that I can't change myself, so needs to be fixed at some point.
Well, we'll get it fixed. And so we sit. Okay, so Justin Bailey and Matt Molson are on waivers. Another guy who's particularly going to help us, but Michael Raffle and Peter Granberg are traded. Alright, interesting trade. Game versus Boston. We're going to put in Reimer for this one. Sim it out, and we lose, giving up 39 shots and only getting 18 against. 4-0 loss. Ouch. Oh, that's weird. It came up a second time. Zed Wrench says, does FHM4 have an expansion draft mode to bring the league up to an even amount.
Yep, if the first time you expand the NHL, it'll be for one team only, and then further expansions will be 2 teams per year. So the first expansion you do, you'll get a single team, and that'll get it back to an even number.
Okay, so Winnipeg has dealt Matt Hendricks to Pittsburgh for Carl Hagelin. That's kind of a wash.
Gudu asking how you can change Vegas's team abbreviation. It's why is that not VGK? You can do that in just add a team with commissioner mode on. That's what I thought it was.
I thought it was VGK. We lost to Detroit.
Yeah, it's showing up the game as VG for some reason. That may be a display glitch. Oh. Just have to take a quick look at the database to make sure it's as it should be.
Interesting.
I know there was one screen that was showing the wrong abbreviation, but I think that was fixed. Oh no, it looks like it isn't yet. Okay. Or reverted back somehow. We'll have to check that again.
So the Predators are threatening to fire head coach Peter Laviolette. And let's see, we got a game versus Columbus and we lose because that's what we do. We lose 4-1. And 2 unanswered goals. Whew, that's tough. Can you say it? Well, with the way how this is going, I might actually do a little bit of speed.
Sim forward a little bit.
Yeah, sim forward and at least get us to the trade deadline in the non.
Yeah, at least.
Mode. Although you better look out because maybe I will be doing a midday video later this week. We'll see.
Yep.
Which, of course, Jeff, you're always welcome to come on if you have the opportunity.
And if I'm awake, I'm sleeping in the midday a lot right now, staying up overnight and working.
Yes, fair enough. And we win versus St. Louis, who we knocked back to 500. We won 3-1. All right. It looks like and Borwitzky just got hurt because, of course, he did.
Again.
But it's his minor calf laceration, so maybe he's not hurt bad. Gudu Creative says, is there an auto reject all job offers option? Are you trying to sim forward, Gudu? Because if you're trying to sim forward, you can set yourself to do not disturb and take off personal messages, and that will make sure that you don't get bothered.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can just, if you ignore the job offers, that just automatically rejects them.
Yep. Looking at different screens and it screwed me up. Zedwrench says, would that be for the live stream or just for the YouTube channel? Zedwrench, if I do something major, I'll be live streaming it and then putting it up on the YouTube channel. Okay, and we just forgot to look. Okay, so he's hurt, but he can still play. This is minor calf laceration. Okay, game versus Calgary. Just sim through it again, and we win 3-2. Game-winning goal is scored by none other than Hunter Schinkirk, assisted by Gustav Olofsson. All right, 2 waiver claims come through for us in the win. And we are now halfway back to 500 at 14-28-2. And Chicago had a devastating game. They lose Brent Seabrook for 4 months with a torn back muscle and lose Jonathan Taze for 2 weeks with a strained abdominal muscle.
Wow.
That's
going to hurt.
Bad game for them. And Borski's back. Sagan got lightly hurt. Ryan Sutter is out for 6 weeks. The Jets broke him too. They're taking out all their opponents. That's how you win the Central Division. And we can see... Oh, Pittsburgh's got 65 points on the year through 46 games. We have 30. For last in the Eastern Conference.
No, even though we've actually been winning some.
Yes, we're 6 points behind. We should look at the overall standings to see how.
Probably still ahead of Vancouver and Vegas and Colorado, I think.
Well, let's take a quick little peek here. Standings, league. We are just ahead of Vegas. Vegas has pulled up their socks and got to 10 wins and 31 losses for 21 points. Colorado has slipped ahead of us there at 34 points. Vancouver is just barely ahead of them at 35 points, but actually have less wins, but have 5 overtime losses. And Buffalo's sitting at 36. So we're probably still looking towards a lottery pick. But we're also going to have to watch the waiver wire.
Pretty likely.
Nick Bonino gets hurt.
Maybe make a trade for some Pixter prospects at the deadline.
Oh, I think we're going to have to
preferably move Yandle if we can. Yeah.
Just try and load up on some draft picks. Or a prospect. A prospect would be good. So we got a game versus Vegas here. And let's see. Might as well leave Luongo in the net. And we sim through, and he wins. We win 6-1. Beating up on Calvin Pickard. We score 5 unanswered goals. No, 4. 5. No, 5. 5 unanswered goals. 4, 5. 4, 5. 4, 4, 5. Yes, 5 unanswered goals, and we're up to 32 points.
You're sure about that now?
I am sure.
Okay.
I said it 7 times. I know what the answer is. I think. Maybe. Occasionally. Alright. Game versus Nashville, which means we'll give James Reimer some time in the net. He's played in 7 games. He has an .893 save percentage. Hasn't won a game yet this year, and he still doesn't win a game. We lose 3-2. And we were up 2-0. That really hurts. And we just lost Colton Sevier. He's out 3 weeks, so we'll put him on the injured list. And that means Michael Haley comes back in, which I'm just curious at. Okay, Jamie
Good look
McGinn.
at calling up Dennis Morgan from Springfield, too.
Jamie McGinn is 2 to 3 weeks out, who's also probably going to be trade bait, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But if he can come back healthy, great. And Vegas lost 8-1 to Carolina. And Vancouver lost 5-2 to Winnipeg. right. Matt Hendricks is on the waiver wire, as is Jan Ruta. Again, still not worth picking up.
I think we should probably take a quick look at before we sign off is just have a look at Springfield in the AHL and see how our prospects are doing this year.
Absolutely. And we win a game versus Dallas in overtime.
There we go. Good way to end it.
4-3. 28 shots. All right. So, Springfield, you say, huh? All right, let's take a look at Springfield. American Hockey League and the Springfield Thunderbirds. Taking a quick look at their stats, we can see Maxime Mim is leading the team through 44 games with 38 points. Henrik Halpa has 37 points in 44 games. Alexander Grenier coming up with 27.
Failed Canucks traffic.
Yeah, 26. So some scoring kind of all around.
Yep.
Which is a good thing to see, nice thing to see. If we want to look at their standings, they are currently 45 games played. They're 23-20-2. Sitting fifth.
So at least our farm team is above 500.
Yes. In their conference, they are in 8th place, hanging on to a likely playoff spot then. Also good to note, they're -1 for goal differential, which is significantly better than us. But there's not a lot of talent coming. I mean, Dennis Malgin is probably the only guy who's going to see the NHL at some point, other than, you know.
Yeah, you might get some unexpected development from a couple of them, but yeah, there's not a ton of potential there right now.
Yeah.
A lot of them are guys that won one or two stars, but that's about it.
Yeah. Which the good news is, because if we take a quick look at contract, okay, we have 40 guys under contract, so we got lots of movement there, especially when we have upcoming free agents. We've got 12 guys becoming free agents. And
yep.
Yeah, so we'll qualify the guys I guess we need to and let everybody else walk. Play this one last game versus Washington because we haven't actually played a game. And what is going on here? Okay, Jeff, there seems to be a issue loading into this.
What's happening?
Apparently we have 199 Florida defense versus 186 Washington offense. Play this game out. Yes.
Yeah, that's for some reason it's.
The good news is we
Sitting at the end to see what happened. Got a display glitch in there somewhere. Haven't seen that before.
Good news is we're up 2-0 already. And badly out shooting. Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, well, at least we got video of it. We can see what's going on there.
Yes. And 3-0 us.
Still trying to figure out what's going on with that weird giant-sized font you got.
That's a good one to make it forward. Also, you can see the momentum is completely on our side, which is good and cool to see. And we're up 4-1 at the end of the second period.
Not bad against the best team in the league.
playing them at the right time. Calvin DeHaan, defensive game rating of 72. Good. He's really came in and done the job we needed him to do.
Yeah, definitely worth picking him up.
Definitely worth a 5th rounder.
Yeah. Tactics scores don't seem to be changing either. There's definitely something wrong
The
there.
momentum stayed completely unmatched.
Yeah, I think something's broken in that window.
Yeah. So as we said, this is a test build. There can be things pop up.
Yep.
And that's why we're here, to make note of it. And let you know, we are currently and constantly still working on the game. So 17,932 people came to watch us whoop Washington, despite the fact they are twice the team we are, 64 points.
2 points is 2 points.
That's right. Gotta love it. All right. So, thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. You should follow us on Twitch because you never know when we might do other surprise streams, and it's a great way to see different things. You can also find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. On Twitter, we're at franchise hockey. You can find all of our videos archived on our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can also come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button, and that'll bring you to our official forums. We can discuss Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, or anything else you desire. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think we've pretty much everything covered. We're still doing some work on the update. Don't think we're probably going to have that out this week for you, but we're getting closer to it. You saw couple of the new interesting things in there. We've got